Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back in China. I'm in Kunming right now, visiting my girlfriend, which is awesome. And since now it's August, now is the time for people to come over to start their jobs, or people taking their vacation. Basically, it's the peak or shortly after the peak of traveling to China. So I thought I would do a video about common scams and tricks that people play on foreign tourists. Particularly in Beijing or Yangshuo, Guilin, or somewhere like that. Usually the first thing that you notice when people are trying to scam you is they come up to you and they say, hey, do you speak English? If anyone comes up to you and says, do you speak English? Then they're trying to scam you or sell you something. So just say, oh, English, no English, or something like that. Pretend you don't speak English and they'll probably go away. Another common way that foreigners get scammed is with taxis. We have these things in China called black taxis, which are basically private cars that people are illegally running taxi or driving operations out of. And it happens a lot at the airport. You'll be at the airport, you'll be tired from your flight, and you don't really know your way around. And somebody will come up to you and say, oh, you need taxi? And just ignore them. They are gonna charge you 4 to 5 times the amount of any normal taxi ride from your airport to wherever you're going. I personally have experience with this one, as embarrassing as it is to say. Like I said, I was tired. It was my first day in China, and I got taken in. And you know, I thought it was okay because I was still thinking in dollars, but please don't think in dollars. Think in terms of yuan. So yeah, that was embarrassing. Another transportation gig that people will try and run for you, particularly in Beijing, is the rickshaw gag. They will, there will be rickshaws on the street, and they will say, oh, 3 yuan, 1 ride, 3 yuan, 1 ride. And you'll get in the rickshaw, which is only for tourists. Locals never, ever, ever take a rickshaw. And you'll get in there, you'll arrive, and they'll say, oh no, 300. When you try to give them the 3 yuan, you'll be like, no, 300, 300. And they'll start to get kind of physical with you. And it's, you know, this is one that is famously run in Beijing. They do it very well. So yeah, please don't ever do that. As I was researching for this video, I came across a new scam that I never heard about before. This one happens in Guilin in Yangshuo a lot. And what happens is you get to Guilin or Yangshuo and you get a taxi or whatever. You tell them, hey, I want to go to this hotel. And they say, oh no, that hotel closed down like 3 months ago. Or that hotel doesn't accept foreigners or something like that. They'll come up with some excuse and they'll try to take you to a different place. And they'll try to take you to a place which, of course, you know, they're connected with. They'll get a cut of whatever, you know, foreigner they'll bring. And, you know, that hotel usually will be outrageously expensive. If they say that, say, okay, well, let me give them a call. And then call them. And if they don't want to do it, make them pull over or just start screaming. And, you know, they won't want to bother with that and they'll let you go. So yeah, that's one I never heard about before. Another common one is the KTV girls, or teahouse girls, as I call them. I have experience with this one too, but I was able to get out of it. What happens is you'll be on the street and you'll be approached by some, you know, attractive girls, and they'll say, hey, you know, where are you from, blah, 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 and they'll start chatting with you, pretending like they're students and all of this, and they'll say, hey, do you want to just sit down and have a chat for a while? And they'll take you to, you know, a tea house, a coffee shop, or a KTV, or something like that. And, you know, as someone who wants to be nice to pretty girls, you're going to want to pay for it. And you find out that it's going to be very, very expensive. Or the girls, after they, you know, have their fun or whatever, they'll get up to go to the bathroom and they'll never come back. I got in a situation like that, but I was able to worm myself out of it because of someone who told me about this scam before. So yeah, there's a lot of plays that people try to run on foreigners. So you guys, when you travel to China, you can be a little less naive if you watch videos like this, or just read up on common scams and common tricks that people run. So I think that's about it for this video. So I guess for you guys who are traveling to China, good luck, and please don't get taken in. I guess that's it. Talk to you later.